What's up, YouTube? We're about to have a little bit of fun. We're gonna cook up some collard greens today. Really good collard greens. Kind of country southern style collards, and you could do the same thing with any grain. You could do mustards, turnips, cook them the exact same way, and they'll turn out absolutely delicious. You'll be happy all day long, and everybody that tastes them will be happy. They're really good stuff. So let's get started. I hope you enjoy it. Leave me some feedback after you watch this. Let me know what you thought. Peace. Okay, and I forgot to mention about these greens that they did. I got them from a farm a few minutes from my house, and they fresh pick them every day. So obviously, in order to make a really good collard green or any kind of green, it's important to have really good ingredients. So you really want fresh greens, you know, if you can get your hands on them as fresh as they. I mean, you get them at the grocery store; they're fresh if you pick them out right. Don't just grab a bunch of greens that's sitting there. You know, look through them, make sure they look good, they're fresh, they're crisp. But these come from a local farm. They hand pick them every day. I got these yesterday evening, so they should be right. All right, let's get to it. All right, so you can see what we're starting out here with is this is exactly 4 pounds of greens. You can see these greens are really pretty, really nice texture to them. And again, it's exactly 4 pounds. We got 4 pounds of greens in a big pot. The first thing we're going to do with these is clean them. I'm going to strip them. I don't like the stems on mine, and so in order to strip the stems, you can do it however you want, but I like to just hold them, and if you snatch it, you can get the stem right off, and you got a leaf right here. All right, that's the easiest way. It takes some practice to get used to doing it, but it's the easiest way to do it. So we're going to take the stems off of all of these. We're going to wash them. This is fortunate for me that these are pretty clean greens. By clean, I mean you always should wash them, but depending on how they're picked and how they're packaged, your greens can really have a whole lot of dirt caked onto the leaves. I've looked through these and none of these have dirt caked onto them, so the cleaning process will be easier, but you're still going to clean them. So I'm going to take the stems off. As I take the stems off, I'm going to wash the green, the leaves. Leaves are going to go into the pot. Get this done, I'll be right back to you. Okay, while we're waiting on that water to come to a boil, let's take a look at what we're going to be working with here. I got 3 yellow onions. I usually use 1 or 2 of the really big ones, but I don't have any of the really big ones. I got salt, pepper. We'll start out with a couple of these bouillon cubes. I like to use Maggi cubes. This is Knorr brand, I think. We don't have the Maggi today. We got smoked turkey next. This is a, looks like roughly 2.5 pound package. Smoked turkey next. I don't eat pork, so I don't cook with pork. And this is an excellent substitute. I haven't had grains with pork in them in over 20 years. And frankly, I think these are better than cooking with the pork anyway. I know a lot of people use ham hocks and stuff like that. The smoked turkey necks are perfect. The greens for what we get ready to do. So let's get this water boiling, and I'll be right back. All right, just drop your ingredients, and then we'll go with the onions. And I just quartered these onions. They're gonna cook so long that they're gonna cook now. So I don't particularly slice them up or anything like that. Turkey necks. My bouillon cubes. That's chicken bouillon, of course. I'm going to be rather liberal with the salt. And the pepper. Alright, so we're going to let this come to a rolling boil. We're going to keep it boiling pretty hard for about 45 minutes to an hour. Uncovered, because we want it to boil down. Alright, we'll be back.
One of the big stories for this Steelers team this year, I think, is how the offensive line has played.
Okay, we've had this going for a little over an hour. With a hard boil, you can see it's boiled down about halfway or close to it. And what we're going to do is go in 2 tablespoons. We're not going to add any more seasonings right now. We're going to do this little herb though. We're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of dried oregano. Make sure that you use dry. Get your collard. We're going to go in with those. And they're going to fill up the pot. But don't worry. As you know, as greens cook, they shrink. So they'll shrink down. And they'll fit nicely over time. Now this is ultimately going to require some more seasoning in it, but we're not going to do it right now. We're going to wait till the grains start to cook a little bit before we go with any more salt and pepper. That way we'll be able to start tasting them and get a sense for exactly what we want to do. All right. You're going to go in with 1 quart of chicken broth. Alright. And you're going to go in with fried chicken grease. Grease the chicken has been fried in 1 time. Alright. And do a decent amount depending on how much greens you have.
Keep the dream alive.
We're going to bring this up to a boil, then we're going to let it boil on medium for about 2 hours. I'm going to get back to you and we'll take a look. Just to take a really quick look, you can see how they're coming along pretty well. They look good. You see they're already tender, getting tender. They've been on for about an hour. We're going to go for about another hour. I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but you're going to cook these to covered. Alright, so that's what they've been doing, simmering on cover, a very low boil. Alright, so it's been a little bit over 2.5 hours, or a little bit over 2 hours rather, probably approaching 2.5. And that's what we got, and that should be good enough for 4 pounds of greens. Really tender. You see they look really good. You got your turkey necks in here. And you could take these turkey necks out and eat them with the greens, or you could just take these out and put in a bowl and just eat it as a turkey neck. It's really good. If you like turkey necks, just turkey meat, I'm telling you, it's incredible. That's what we got. Let's get some in the bowl and take a look. Be right back.